for the week. I am having a time constraints this week, so I wanted to make sure I got both videos out, so that's why I'm putting them both in one. So if this works out well, I will probably do this going forward, just so I don't have to make 24 videos. I could just make 12. So I have put timestamps in the description box for the general and then for the love. That way, in case you're cross-watching, it's very easy to go right to the reading that you're after. All right, Cancer, let's see what area of your life you are most focused on this week. What area of your life is calling most of your attention? And happy birthday to all those Cancers out there this week having birthdays. All right, so Cancer, you guys have the 8th house. So this could be where you're very focused on transforming yourself somehow, some way. You could be feeling very sexual this week. You know, those primal urges deep down within could be really taking over. Your relationship with somebody, like where you feel deep, intense emotions, could really be highlighted. Any sort of relationship or situation where you're sharing resources of any kind, like that could be where you're focused this week. So let's pull a card to get more information about why the 8th house has shown up for Cancer. Okay, so we have wisdom. So rather than acting out or engaging or like physical things manifesting in regards to this 8th house energy, with wisdom coming out here, this is more about like you being in introspection about this 8th house energy. And if you don't know a lot about the 8th house, I highly recommend Googling it, because it will give you like oodles and oodles, like way more than I could say in this video, and keep it short along with the tarot reading. So definitely Google that, because that's where you're at this week. Like it could be maybe you want to leave your spouse and you're like, well, what about all the things we have? What about our children? What about money? What about our house? You could have some really intense emotions that you've been dealing with, and we're, deep in thought, introspection, on healing, on release, on understanding, on clarity. Some of you, this could very well mean that there are people coming to Cancer this week seeking guidance about their 8th house energy, saying, please help me understand this, what's going on, I need guidance, I need direction, etc. So let's pull some tarot, Cancer, to see what comes out with this 8th house energy and this wisdom card. Some of you might just be really trying to make a decision about something that involves somebody else or shared assets. Okay. So we have the Star card, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So we have potentially an Aquarius, or we have a fellow Cancer, or it could be Scorpio, 8th house is Scorpio energy, or Pisces, or this could just represent you, Cancer. And wow, look, so now we have the Lovers. So I'm going to definitely read this not just as romance, since I'm doing the romance reading second, but some of you, your primary focus, whether it's in general or whatever, is going to be on love and romance. Next we have Temperance. So now we could have a Gemini or a Sagittarius. And now here's this King of Fire. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, oh my goodness, Cancer. There's I see a couple here, okay? Whether that's you and a romantic partner, you and a sibling, you and a business partner. It's like you and somebody else are attached to this 8th house energy, and we need balance in this 8th house, okay? We need to step away from the situation because we have to find the balance. We have to temper ourselves somehow, some way, to achieve the happiness. And I love that the wings are red here on this angel, and then you see the red bird up there. So, the angel of temperance is saying, take a step back. You will not lose any sort of momentum or progress you've made by taking a step back and really reassessing the situation, because there's healing, coming into play right here with this Lover's card. So if you've been in like deep conflict between your head and your heart on making a decision, this week kind of just taking a step back and filling your soul will lead you to the right answer for the highest good of all involved, okay? So taking a step back to balance the energies, and look, she's holding the 2 jugs, and then here they are up in the sky, and then the angel has the 2 cups there. So yeah, Cancer, this is definitely involving somebody else. It's the energy, I don't know, like if maybe you are separated right now and you're hoping for a reconciliation rather than a divorce. And if that's the case, you need to just take a step back and give your partner space. Or if it's that you're trying to decide that, you need to just say, hey, step back. I need some space to really figure this out, because it's like taking a step back allows the proper balance of energies for success, okay? And then we're ready to communicate and say what we need to say. So let's pull a card for overall outcome and advice for Cancer. For others of you, this isn't about romance whatsoever. Oh my God, you guys got the Eternal Dance. Everybody is getting this card. This could really be where perhaps you and a sibling, like one of your parents passed away, and there's been a tug of war or a dispute about inheritance, estate, a particular house maybe. There's just some highlighted aspect for Cancer this week where you are sharing resources with another person somehow, some way, and it's like it's been a struggle, but taking a step back and going within really allows you to find the balance, find the answer, find the clarity, and then our heart and our mind are no longer in conflict. We can actually, communicate effectively with each other. With the Eternal Dance, this is saying go with the path of least resistance this week. Don't force anything. Don't push against anything. Allow things to be what they are. Allow the healing energy. Allow yourself to temper what needs to be tempered for whatever this is speaking for you. This could be where maybe you feel like somebody has just been using you for sex, and now you're like putting the distance and saying, you know what, no, I'm worth so much more than that. And either we're like the balance of love and sex, or we're nothing at all. Okay, I definitely see some of you putting that out there and really taking a step back, which I feel honestly is effective. Don't go with any flow of anything that you're truly not feeling. We have water here, and then water here. So I see this being emotional, but more of a healing emotional, coming into clarity, finding the balance, seeing the path forward, okay? And so those, Cancer, are your general messages for the week. I will get right into your love reading, which I'm interested to see what comes out there based on what we just saw you know, in your general messages. Some of you are just really focused on a relationship, or maybe all your relationships that need transformation, that need healing. That could just be what's on Cancer's mind, okay? So let's see, in regards to love and romance specifically, what is the overall energy or focus this week? Okay, we have love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. And we have get to know each other. And look, this is card 8, and you had that 8th house, right? This is card 44, so that's another 8. Get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So, Cancer, this week, whether you're committed, dated, or super single, like no matter what's going on in your world, this is the universe saying, like, be who you are in all situations. Like, don't hide yourself whatsoever to impress another, or if you feel like there's something undesirable about you, don't try to hide it away, okay? The other person involved might actually find that endearing about you or something like that. But love who you are and know that you deserve love. And sometimes, you know, you also need to express to whoever you're dealing with, you know, what your needs are. If you just, you know, keep it to yourself because you don't want to rock the boat, you don't want to upset anybody, you don't want to become like, seem like you're too needy or anything like that, you keep it to yourself. But with this, the universe is like, no, put it out there. You have needs, you have wants, you have desires. Whether you just met somebody 2 days ago or you've been with them for 2 years or 20 years, like, your needs, wants, and desires matter. And if you guys aren't in it for the same reason, then it's not going to be successful. Somebody's always going to be self-sacrificing. So this week, love who you are and know that you're not asking for too much, you know, from your partner, and you need to express that. And, you know, just because love who you are, I feel like this is more like Cancer being hard on themselves, rather than Cancer being hard on somebody else. So let's see what comes out in the romance angels. So, oh, look at this. True love. This is a romance that is once in a lifetime. Oh, and look, here we have soulmate. Yes, Cancer. If you have just started dating somebody newer, or you've met somebody recently, or you meet somebody this week, don't hide who you are. Be as real and as authentic as you can be, because with true love and soulmate, like, come on, like, that's such a nice connection. It's like, just be who you are and love who you are, okay? Those of you who are in a committed relationship, I feel like we've kind of lost touch with each other. We've kind of become disconnected with each other. And this is the universe coming in saying, Cancer, get to know them again. Or maybe they're just stepping up to the plate, trying to get more energy and interest from you once again, because they've come into the remembrance that you are their true love and you guys are soulmates. Or the two of you together are realizing that. Some of you could just be dating somebody, and, you know, this week as we're talking and sharing ourselves, we're realizing, you know, that this is a very beautiful, special connection. All right. So let's pull some tarot here and see what comes out there. Alright, so we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is bonding. we're getting closer with somebody. We could be reconnecting with our current partner, connecting with a very, like, brand new person, somebody that we've been maybe dating or seeing for a little while. It's like this week things are starting to get more serious, to get much more real. Oh, yeah, because now we have the Ten of Cups here. This is attachment. So we're bonding, we're connecting emotionally. Those of you that have been in a relationship for a really long time, this is speaking of that very deep-rooted connection. And if you guys were thinking about leaving each other, like, think again. It's just not going to happen. You guys would really miss each other. And I just feel like if you get to know each other again, because over time, we all are growing and changing shape of who we are. And sometimes in partnerships, you don't break up, but you both kind of just grow separately. And the thing is you can bridge that gap if that's happened, because you guys have something really special here. Those of you who are, just meeting somebody this week, there's great potential. Those of you who have been, like, dating a specific person, I don't know, it could be more recent, or, we have all these eights, maybe 8 weeks, up to 8 months. It's just something about this week, like, we could be taking the next step, or we're finally sharing feelings, but we're just feeling really close and connected. And oh my God, look at what we have here, the 10 of Pentacles. So we go from 1 to 10, like, that quick. And you can look at this as 111. So you have 8 and 8 and 111, like, wow. And the next card would actually be the Two of Cups. So yeah, we are bonding. We are getting closer with somebody new, or within our current relationship. There's a lot of desire, a lot of passion this week. My goodness gracious. Maybe some of you, this week is the first time you and this person are going to get intimate with each other. That could be what this is all about, okay? And it's like, you guys are really going to connect and bond. So let's see. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. This could be a fire sign that you're dealing with, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the Temperance card, could be a Sag. And we have the Lovers card, could be a Gemini. What I see here is, like, Cancer, I just have to say this. I feel like some of you, like, and if you're a cross watcher, you've got to take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, because this is very specific for some Cancers. I feel like there's some Cancers out there that may have cheated on their current partner. And you're feeling very bothered by your behavior at this point. It could have been like you just cheated on them once, or maybe you kind of you dated the other person for a while, or something like that. It's just, if that speaks to you, it's really bothering you this week, even though it's like you'll never tell. You'll never tell, even though it's like eating you alive. But because it's eating you alive, that's like what's pushing you into this realization that, the person that you're currently with is your true love, is your soulmate. We have the Lovers here. We have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. It's a really deep connection, and perhaps you didn't think, like, you just thought you and your current relationship was running to the end of its course, but for whatever reason, stepping out has actually caused you to recognize how important the person that you are with, like, what they truly mean to you. And sometimes, as odd as it sounds, I've heard people say, when my partner cheated on me, that was the best thing that ever happened to our relationship, for different reasons, okay? Because, sometimes it makes things real, and, if you've been with somebody for a really long time, things can be boring, and you can take them for granted, right? But when something like that happens, and on both sides you're recognizing that this might be the end of that relationship, things get real, and what we want and what we're willing to do changes, okay? So some of you, it's like you cheated, and now it's made you realize how much you love the one that you had. For others of you, this could be where your partner cheated and you would already know about this. We're not finding out about it this week, okay? Because it's like this is something where you've known about it, but it's bothering you this week. For whatever reason, it's just really bothering you. And the thing is, if that's the case, listen, Cancer, if you guys are together, you guys are in a committed relationship, that's the past, and you really need to let it go, because there's a lot of beautiful energy here, okay? Love who you are. Get to know your partner again, and let them get to know the real authentic you, because this is true love. This is soulmate, okay? Those of you who are just meeting somebody or just dating somebody, man, this is great energy. I just can't see that Cancer is having a bad time in love this week. I'm sorry. There might be something that's bothering you that's on your mind. And I feel like it's either... No, because there's too much... It doesn't even look like you were rejected. That's just not even what I see here. It's really good energy, so I don't know. You're bothered by something, and it's like, I'm not going to either speak up about it, or, I'm not going to reach out to you, or I'm not going to tell the truth to you about this one thing, because I don't want to lose all of this. It's very interesting. So your overall outcome and advice is rising above, clarity, freedom, solution. This happens to be card 11, and here we have 1, 1, and 1, right? So the 44 and then the 11. Definitely synchronicity with numbers for Cancer's reading. This is let the past go, Cancer. Whatever it is that's bothering you, if it's of the past and it's just knowing that it happened that eats away at you, you've really got to overcome that, because there is a very beautiful connection. Like, I see forgiveness needing to take place here. For others of you, no, with this rising above, if you're insecure about your feelings or the feelings that a new person has for you, but you guys just click and you're amazing together, trust in it, okay? Rise above the emotions and don't worry about it. If you and your partner have been through struggle, have been through infidelity, and we're trying to make a go at our relationship again, and it's just bothering you, whatever happened in the past, let that go, because there is real chance here. You meet somebody new, or you've been dating somebody new. There's a great potential for long-term romance here, okay? And so, Cancer, those are your